Mr. Williams, you were arrested for pursuant to an arrest warrant. It was issued June 3rd. It's charging you with aggravated battery with a firearm.
Pooh Shiesty's journey from the streets of Memphis to a federal prison cell is one of rap's most striking cautionary tales. His rise was explosive, his music authentic, but his inability to detach from the life that shaped him ultimately sealed his fate. Born Lontrell Donald Williams Jr. on November 8, 1999, Shiesty grew up in the rough Cane Creek apartments in South Memphis, where danger and poverty were part of daily life. His neighborhood wasn't just inspiration, it was survival training. He often described it in one phrase: all hood. The environment toughened him, but also left scars that would later surface in his music and decisions. His stage name carried personal significance. Pooh came from childhood, while Shiesty was coined by his late brother, Taryn Henderson, who died of brain cancer in 2021. Losing his brother was a devastating blow, one that fueled his raw, emotional lyrics. At 18, Shiesty began turning his street stories into songs. In 2019, he released Hell Night with Big 30, a childhood friend and co-founder of the Choppa Gang, a real street crew, not a studio invention. Their bond went far beyond music. It was loyalty forged in hardship.
Something harder come out, like he might go on the verse and say something crazy, everybody in the yoke going crazy, then I go in there, then you know what I'm saying, it just make me go, he give me the extra go.
Then came the turning point. In April 2020, Gucci Mane discovered Shiesty on Instagram and signed him to 1017 Records within a week. Suddenly, the young Memphis rapper went from the projects to working with one of trap's biggest legends. The timing was perfect. Memphis was then divided between Yo Gotti's CMG and Young Dolph's Paper Route Empire.
Me in the bed, my middle of the night, one day, he texted me on Instagram.
Did you believe it, or did you think it was a lie?
I couldn't believe this shit.
Aligning with Gucci allowed Shiesty to avoid that dangerous rivalry and focus on music. His breakout came with Back in Blood, featuring Lil Durk in November 2020. The track's blend of Memphis grit and Chicago drill energy made it an instant hit, peaking at number 13 on the Billboard Hot 100 and going platinum. Fans loved it because it was real. Shiesty's delivery carried the weight of lived experience. Yet that same authenticity blurred the line between music and reality. Many believed the lyrics were directed at real rivals, and the song became a street anthem of vengeance rather than just a hit record. With fame soaring, Shiesty released Shiesty Season in February 2021, debuting at number 3 on the Billboard 200. Critics praised his commanding voice and dark storytelling.
This club. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't never wanted to sign to nobody. It's just my mentality. And you know, in the city, it's like you gotta sign to either one of them. You gotta be paper out of CMG. So before WAP came out, I'm still Choppa Gang, this is my label. So I wanted to be like, why you can't be signed to Choppa Gang, CMG, or paper route? Then WAP came, boom, perfect sense.
Calling him a genuine product of Memphis's raw energy. But beneath the success, warning signs appeared. His songs weren't just entertainment, they were glimpses into a life still tied to the streets. Commentator Charleston White predicted Shiesty's downfall, saying he was too deep in the streets to ever stay clean. Those words would soon prove true. Between 2020 and 2021, Shiesty was involved in several violent incidents that drew federal attention and destroyed his promising career. The first occurred in July 2020 at a Memphis gas station when shots were fired from a vehicle he occupied.
Like, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't never wanted to sign to nobody. It's just my mentality. And you know, in the city, it's like you gotta sign to either one of them. You gotta be paper out of CMG. So before WAP came out, I'm still Choppa Gang, this is my label. So I wanted to be like, why you can't be signed to Choppa Gang, CMG, or paper?
It seemed minor at first, but put him back on police radar. Then, in October 2020, came the event that defined his downfall. Shiesty and associates met two men in Bay Harbor Islands, Florida, for a deal involving marijuana, codeine, and sneakers, right across from a police station. The deal turned into chaos, gunfire erupted, and 2 men were wounded.
Actually made it like with Dirt, but he just in another session in the same studio.
So he's like going back and forth? And
yeah, we run it. That's how we do. We'll go see what he got going in his session.
Yeah.
It's just locked in. It's love.
During the escape, Shiesty dropped a Louis Vuitton bag containing $41,000 in cash, the same money seen in his Instagram posts. Investigators quickly matched the serial numbers, connecting him directly to the scene. Days later, he was arrested for armed robbery and aggravated assault, but while out on bond, he made another disastrous move. On May 30th, 2021, at Miami's King of Diamonds strip club, an argument over money that fell to the floor escalated into violence. Witnesses said Shiesty pulled out a gun and shot a security guard in the leg. What started as a night of celebration became another headline and another case for federal prosecutors. By June 2021, Shiesty surrendered to authorities and was held without bond.
Shiesty, man, I don't know who writing his lyrics. The devil? How that boy think of all that shit? As young as he is, man, how that little nigga think all that shit? How he know about all them guns? How he know how to kill the way he kill? Man, that's a dangerous motherfucker.
The feds began linking all his incidents, Memphis, Bay Harbor Islands, and Miami, into a broader case of conspiracy and weapons charges. The same authenticity that fans celebrated in his music was now evidence used against him. His meteoric rise had turned into a rapid fall. Within 2 years, he'd gone from chart success to facing a possible life sentence. Eventually, Shiesty took a plea deal for federal conspiracy charges, narrowly avoiding life imprisonment, but still receiving a long sentence. Even behind bars, his music lived on.
White continued his analysis by saying,
The culture is destructive anyway, right? The hip-hop culture, the black culture is destructive and detrimental anyway. So he's born into it. He's not giving out the energy, homie. He's just a reflection of it.
In 2022, Shiesty Season Certified was released with features from Lil Durk, Lil Uzi Vert, and Gunna, proving his influence hadn't disappeared. Fans kept streaming his music, showing that his voice still resonated, even from a cell.
I mean, you can say that in a way, cause shit happens so fast. Like, everything just happens so fast. Everything was going so fast, so we never had a break. You know what I'm saying? You right, you can say that in a way.
To understand his downfall, one must understand Memphis itself. The city is one of the most violent in America, home to more than 100 active gangs. For many, respect equals survival, and letting an insult slide can mean weakness. Shiesty's fame didn't change that instinct. He carried the same mindset into the industry. What worked in the streets became fatal in the spotlight. His tragedy lies in that conflict, the inability to separate art from life. The realness that built his brand became his undoing. He couldn't switch off the mentality that once kept him alive but now ensured his destruction. Even Big 30 admitted the fame came too fast for Shiesty to adjust, saying he didn't even get time to slow down. Pooh Shiesty's story is more than another tale of a rapper gone wrong. It's a reflection of a generation of artists raised by survival, struggling to escape it even when success arrives. His journey shows that no amount of fame can outshine the gravity of your past if you never learn to let it go.